What is up, car addicts? Welcome back to the series where I customize and review past DLC and OG vehicles I never got the chance to because I didn't start making car customization videos till about late 2015. As always, guys, let me know in the comments what car from late 2015 and older you want to see me customize next that I haven't done yet, and I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, in honor and memory of Ken Block, the rally and drift master legend who unfortunately passed away a couple days ago, we will be doing a build of the Hoonicorn RTR Mustang using the Drift Tampa. Now, I did customize the Drift Tampa when it originally released about 6 years ago, but that video had no commentary, and I always wanted to make an updated one, and this was definitely the time to do so. Now, the Drift Tampa released with the Cunning Stunts update in July of 2016, about 2 years after Gymkhana 7, and of course the car can be purchased from the Severn San Andreas website for just under $1 million. And in terms of performance, it's in the sports class, and as you would expect, it doesn't really perform all that well. It really should have been in muscle, but either way, it's still a very fun one to drive. Now, in terms of what it's based on, it's primarily based on the 1965 Ford Mustang Hoonicorn RTR, and it has tons of similar design traits to that car. I think Rockstar did a fantastic job with it, even making it all-wheel drive like the original one as well, even though I feel the car was a bit underpowered, didn't really drift all that well like the name says, but otherwise still a really good car. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the build for the Hoonicorn Mustang. Alright, here we go, Drift Tampa. Of course, based on the Hoonicorn, arguably the most popular Ken Block car ever. So, alright, armor, brakes, engine. Lights for this one, from most of the videos I've seen, the lights were in fact like the yellow kind of normal classy lights, so we're gonna keep that. Livery, of course you want to install the Ragarum livery, direct reference to Monster Energy livery that he had on his car, so absolutely love that there. Very nice. We're gonna do that. Of course it will change when we do the respray. A plate, the car did not have a plate, but if you want to hide it a bit better, I recommend doing the black background there. And in terms of my custom plate, I don't really think I have anything good for this. I guess I'll just throw Merc on there, because car's pretty American. It's very American to say the least. Alright, so respray. Now this one is a bit controversial. Some people use a matte black, or they'll use a matte gray, or they'll use a normal like classic glossy color. And honestly, you really can't go wrong with either or, because the real car, the base of it was a glossy black. However, it did have like a satin slash matte wrap on top of it, sort of like a camo look. Really nice the way they did it, but in GTA you can't recreate that 100%, and in my opinion the closest that you can get, or the one I think that looks the best, is going to be the matte gray. I think that one to me just looks the best personally. All personal preference, you can still see the livery there, and I think that's perfect. If we go to alternatively you can also go with, I think anthracite black is a great one, or black steel, but I think anthracite black is probably the best route to go as well. All personal preference there, how you want to go with the build. Unfortunately, you can't do the split, matte and glossy. You kind of have to pick either or. It just is what it is. But yeah, and of course you don't want to go too light of a color, because or too dark of a color I should say, because then it sort of like hides the camo. So if we go full black here, you can see that it just hides it completely. You don't want that, so that's why you want to do like anthracite, black steel, or a matte gray. So up to you on that. Personally, I'm going to go with the matte gray. A secondary color is the roof. Just going to make that match to whatever you did for your primary. So we're going to do matte gray as well. Looks fantastic. Absolutely love it. On suspension, definitely want to lower it. The real car was nowhere near this high, So lower it all the way there, and even then it's still not that low, but I think that's pretty good there. So we'll do that. Transmission. Now turbo, here's when you could decide if you want to do Hoonicorn V1, which was a naturally aspirated V8, or if you want to do Hoonicorn V2, which was the twin turbo V8. Fully up to you, even though you really can't see the turbos in the engine bay anyways, but you know, if you want the turbo exhaust note, kind of like a reference to that, you can of course do the turbo tuning. I'm gonna do it either way because I just want the car to be faster, so do that. Wheels. Now there were, I believe, 3 different main wheels that were seen on the car. Obviously the car went through many different stages in Hoonicorn, the first version of it. The closest wheels we have in game to that, if you go to the, I believe, the track category, and they're called the Exos, these right here. These are very, very similar to the Hoonicorn wheels. The first one, absolutely love these, super, super nice. So of course you can do these. They're not 100% because the real wheels did have like a more of a deep dish to them. These don't have that, but they are very similar in design. And then wheel color. If you want to do Hoonicorn V1, you can of course go, I think the dark copper, in my opinion, is the closest. You want to do that. And then at some point after this, because I think the original car had Pirelli tires, but then he changed over to Toyo tires, and it actually had the Toyo lettering on the tires. So depending on what variant you want to go of the car, you can go ahead and throw the white Fukaru letters on here. And then I think it was V2, he had these wheels, like the first variant of V2, he had these wheels, but they were white. So those of you who remember that one, of course you can go frost white if you want to go with that build. And then he also had the tire lettering as well, so looks awesome there. And then there was another wheel, which I think it was the last one he had on the car, which was, let me go here to down. Here we go. The black top blender. These are very, very similar to the wheels that were last on the car. These right here, of course, when you put the tire lettering, it looks even better. White Fukaru tire lettering looks fantastic. He had another wheel. And I think the closest to it, you can see it on screen here, and I think the closest to that one will be the Dinka SPL, to those right there. So yeah, there you go, all 3 wheels, if you want to put on the car. But personally, my favorites are still the Exos, these right here, this style. I absolutely love these. I guess sort of the debacle here for me is picking either the white or the like bronze sort of color. Personally, I don't know. There's just something about the original Hoonicorn when I first saw it, and that's sort of. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh yeah, I've known about Ken Block forever since I was a little kid. No, I first found out about him when I was in high school, and I saw Gymkhana 7. I thought it was just the coolest thing in the world. That video was just ridiculous with the V1 Hoonicorn, and yeah, I definitely want to do a nice reference to that, so I'm gonna go with the dark copper here. And then tire design, I think I'm gonna keep it without the tire lettering. And then windows, you want to leave this stock, and that's all the options there. Nothing really too crazy. I mean, it already comes with all the visual parts on it, so yeah. All right, let's take it for a drive. And it is currently snowing in GTA Online, so should be even more fun to drive this thing. Oh yeah. So, exhaust note here. Sounds fantastic. First person. I mean, Rockstar did very well with this. They did like the switches, like the real car, the carbon on the dash, the carbon door panels. Very, very cool. The seats are red. I think the real car, they were black, but other than that, I mean, very, very cool the way they did this. And of course, on the real car, it had the scoop on top of the 8-stack. This one, they just left the 8-stack exposed there. But all right, floor it. Of course, all-wheel drive. Wow, this thing, it is quick. Not slow by any means. Oh my god. Wow, this is crazy in the snow. You can drift it quite easily though. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, they put the low grip tires on this car to drift around with it, but we're currently in the snow, and I don't think those two would mix that well. So we'll definitely keep it with standard tires. What the heck was that G-Wagon doing? See how it does here. Ooh, 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 that was pretty good. Yeah, this thing is fun. Very, very fun. Oh my god, oh my god. In the snow. Oh yeah. This is actually, this is pretty crazy in the snow, not gonna lie. Let's go towards this area. Like a little route here. Pick up some speed. This is not gonna work well, we're gonna crash, but I'll try it anyways. Slow down a little bit. Let's do the entry. Come on, power, power, power. Ooh, right into the post. Not enough power. The mechanics in this game sometimes, when it comes to the power, just kind of like cuts you off. Alright, let's go down through here. Thing to see when he drives down to the oh yeah, I love this. Let's try to see if we can do the drift like how he does it Gymkhana 7, where he goes around here and then he does the hairpin. Oh, I am not Chem Block, but oh, it's pretty decent there. Try it again on this side. I guess you kind of have to like start the drift earlier. I'm not a GTA drifter by any means, but yeah, this is a fun car. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend getting it, even though I'm sure most of you already own it. But if you want to maybe update it with these wheels, if you didn't know that these wheels were, these wheels were added quite recently. So, maybe you want to update your car and put these wheels on it if you don't have it already, or one of the other ones I showed. But, yeah, very, very awesome car. Absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and open up. I don't think anything opens on this car. Let's see. I don't even know. Oh, the hood opens. Did not know that. Okay. Engine model there looks pretty good. Nice V8 engine model. Nothing too crazy. The interior of this car, awesome. The trunk does not open. Okay. I didn't even know the hood opened on this car, because I assume with the hood pins it wouldn't open, but it does. Okay. Yeah, this thing is sick. I mean, just the fact that, we had this in the game, about 2 years after Gymkhana 7, I mean, it was just awesome. I remember when it came out, everybody wanted to buy it. Now, granted, after they bought it, they realized that it actually didn't drift well at all. But, of course, that was corrected down the line when we were finally able to put low grip tires on this thing. Yeah, I think it is so cool. All the little details. Let me see if it says it on this side. The snow's covering it a bit, but on the door here it says Drifty McSlidey. Just Rockstar. Rockstar's great sense of humor, man. That is just so cool. And then on the front here it says because drift car. I mean, it's amazing. You can tell Rockstar had fun making this livery and the car as well. It just really is an awesome car, and a great reference to Chem Block, and there's tons of other references as well, like the Drift Yosemite, of course, based on the Hoonicorn truck. The Ford RS200, I think, also has a similar livery to the one Chem Block had, and of course the Flash GT and some other ones as well. I just think it's awesome that we have that, and of course his cars made it into some other games as well, like Forza and all that, which he officially had sponsored on the car at one point, which is amazing. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the customization, kind of honor and tribute to the Chem Block. Really is a shame that he passed away, man. I mean, the guy is just an inspiration to so many people. Even me, I mean, when I first saw that Gymkhana 7 video, I was like, oh my god, that is amazing. And I just started looking for all the other videos, doing research on him. I mean, the guy was just really talented, and I mean, one of the most well-known rally car drivers and drifting kings by far. It just really is a shame that we lost the guy so soon. There was a lot more that he was gonna do, and a lot more we wanted to see, but unfortunately just passed away. It really is a shame. Same thing with Paul Walker's situation as well. Just really is sad how many good people we're losing on talents. But I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to be sad anymore. I want to be happy. So, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Definitely buy this car if you don't own it already, or some of the other Chem Block reference cars as well, like the Drift Yosemite and all that. Anyways, guys, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.